Welcome back, Miami. We are up bright early this Saturday morning and ready to talk all things business. Today's show is packed with boss babes, and we're excited to dive into their stories and add so much value to you right there in your living room. But first, let me welcome my amazing co-hosts, Stitches and Tracy Campoli. Welcome, ladies.
Hello, ladies. Hello.
Oh, it's so good to hang with you once again. Woohoo! Saturday morning.
It is. You ladies, you always look fabulous, and it's always a pleasure. Yes.
Look at you.
So, ladies, true stories. Some of us have already been outside, and some have been vaccinated. But it's summer, so you have been feeling more comfortable. Well, some have. I will say some have been feeling more comfortable getting back to happy hour and just going into more gatherings. So, question for you ladies. Can I ask this question?
Yes.
Ask the questions.
Do you think it's too early for in-person networking? Too soon or not?
I think that some people secretly don't want to do any networking ever again. They're just very happy at home. I think it really depends. I mean, some people have different vaccine comfort levels, COVID comfort levels, and some people never wanted to network in the first place and have just been thrilled to have a break. So,
You're right.
I mean, I'm enthusiastic for sure. I'm enthusiastic to see more and more people and attend larger events, but I understand that's not true for a lot of people. What about you, Tracy?
I 100% agree with you. I'm sorry, it's not an exciting answer, but that's really the truth. I feel like, one thing that COVID has certainly taught me is that, everyone is different. Everyone's experience is different, and we don't know everyone's health profile or anything like that. So I think it's just a really, really personal choice. I personally also am, being very extroverted. I'm just so excited to start being out in the world a little bit more. And, another thing that we've learned is things change quickly. So we'll see what happens, right? How about you, Stitches?
The same thing. It's literally split down the middle. You have some people who, exactly what you said, Susie, were like, well, yeah, I didn't like people anyway, so it's fine. This works out for me. And then you have the people who love going out, and and some people who didn't go out, but they went out occasionally, but now you had no choice but to stay inside, and they're appreciating being able to be out more. So it's kind of like, it depends. It really depends. But I'm excited.
Do what you want is the answer, right?
Like, always the answer. Wait, I want to dive in a little bit deeper into networking. So let's talk about information exchange. I'm talking about, phone numbers, emails, social media handles. Do you have a thought of what is the proper etiquette?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes, I do. And let me tell you, I'm bringing back the old school. I'm going back 50 years. I like a business card. Yeah, I said it, okay? I said it, and I'm not taking it back. I like a business card, and I think it's actually quite fabulous. Because think about it, it's like, get out in a social situation. If people are on their phones, it's not so great. Also, it's kind of easy to get the wrong information. Like one mistake in an email, and not everyone's online. Some people are very private, too, when it comes to social media. So I like a business card, and and in my experience, I got this tip a long time ago: get the best business cards you can afford. Mine are quite glamorous, actually. They're a whole $1 each. Thank you very much.
I have to just chime in here because, first of all, I would like one of your business cards. So I would like.
Okay, it's $1, but I will give it to you. Yeah.
But it's so interesting because recently, I had two experiences recently where someone gave me a business card. One, I was thrilled to have it, and I realized why, because I'm always thinking about, why did I like this? I liked it because it was an interesting shape. It was a square. It was like a tiny little square, so it wasn't like your traditional business card size. And I just thought it was like the perfect size and at the perfect time. I needed something. They were like, here you go. I also had another situation recently where someone just was like, here, handed me the card, just boom. And it felt a little icky. Susie, I know that would never be the case with you.
Oh, no.
But it was really interesting. It made me think how that experience was very different. How about you, Stitches? What are your thoughts?
I'm sorry. I'm the person. Yeah. What's your IG? Oh yeah. Give me the QRC code. So.
Oh, exactly.
I don't mind going back to the basics of numbers. So I'll take your number, I'll take your email, but it's generally like, what's your IG? What's your Like, what's your QRC code? Boom. Okay, click it. Let me see. Let me see your phone. Boom. Boom. Boom.
It's easy too. I mean, it's so easy, right?
Whatever floats your boat.
You're also just younger than me.
As long as we can connect and it's productive and it's etiquette. Whatever works for you, I'm for it. If I can get in touch with you when I need to, I'm good.
That's what matters, right? Well, is talking about connecting. We've got some great guests lined up for today's show, but first, let's check out our book of the week entitled Permanent Happiness by Dr. Iapo.
And coming up next, we're checking in with Dr. Candace Elaine, a licensed psychologist. We break down your mental health next.
I help women thrive. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Ananda Lewis or on my new app, Elixir, available in all app stores right now. And you're watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back, Miami. So we throw around a lot of terms like I'm depressed, and we hear things like, bipolar disorder in the news a lot, or we hear a lot about anxiety. But are we using these terms correctly? I've always wondered. Our first guest this morning is a licensed psychologist. Dr. Candace Elaine is breaking it all down. Hello, Dr. Candace.
Hello, how are you? How is everyone?
Well, it's great to have you here. Welcome. Thank you.
So, Doc, you and Susie are matching first and foremost, so you're already a part of the squad. So, your story, you are a clinical psychologist, and you really, I guess, can say you got inspired to get into the line of work that you are in, talking about mental health from your own experiences, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Well, also from my own experience, and also I just wanted to go to school and get a degree. And then I fell in love with psychology. And yes, from my own experiences. Yes.
Nice.
Well, we love this. I love this passion that you have. So let's talk about this a little bit, because I think people get really, really confused. A lot of mental health terms are just thrown around willy-nilly. Can we talk a little bit about when people don't know the difference between mental health, mental illness, and trauma? Could you make the distinctions for us?
Yes, that is a very good question, ladies. And I am so excited to be able to answer that question for you today. So, everyone, there is a difference between mental health, mental illness, and also trauma. So let me break it down for you. I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell. Everyone has mental health, just as everyone has physical health. So that is the difference. Everyone has mental health, and we need to take care of our mental health. Mental illness is a disorder or an illness, a disease or a disorder. It's something that you have. And everyone does not have a mental illness, but we all have mental health. Just as physical health, you have to take care of your physical health, such as going to the doctor, your primary care to check on yourself. I encourage everyone to do that for your mental health as well.
So Candace, we often hear, anxiety. I think I hear about anxiety at least a few times a day, depression too. Do you have any kind of tools or recommendations if we or our loved ones are, talking about feeling anxious or depressed?
Absolutely. But first, I just want to give a little snippet. I like to give nutshells. To everyone that's listening, what a nutshell is right now. I break it down like kind of really quick. So a nutshell between anxiety and depression. Anxiety is the future, depression is the past. That's the nutshell. Now, a little tips. Well, tips for anxiety is, let's find out your triggers. It's imperative that you know your triggers when you are battling with certain anxieties, because when we are aware, self-awareness is the biggest flex, is the biggest thing you can have for yourself. Excuse me. So when you know your triggers, you can handle it effortlessly or easily. You can be able to handle it. I am not saying it will go away, but you'll be
Right.
able to handle it. So
Yeah.
know your triggers is one for anxiety, and also work on removing what is causing the anxiety. I'll give you an example. If it's work and you go to work and you have certain projects and certain deadlines, so you have anxiety for that. So now we know everyone has to work because you got to work. We all got to eat. However, if you know that you have certain deadlines and it causes anxiety for you, I suggest the person, if you know your deadline is on Thursday, let's start working on the project maybe some Thursdays out. If you already have it, take time and baby steps and start to implement something and work on it. Create a routine for yourself that always eliminates anxiety, creating a routine. Now, with depression, remember I said depression, anxiety is the future, depression is the past. And that's just a nutshell. Now, with depression, a routine as well, but depression is a little bit more complex. So I suggest everyone get help. Seek professional help. If you are battling with depression, and when I say seek professional help, everyone, please do not. We got to break that stigma that you hold on real tight and say something wrong with you, because you can be depressed about something that happened years ago and it has turned into trauma for you, because that's what that can happen. So if you are battling with depression, talk to someone so we can find out if it's depression or if it's sadness, because I want to tell you they look alike but they're different. But they
Right.
look alike and some of the symptoms can be the same. So contact your PC, that's your care provider, and also a mental health professional to see if you are really battling with depression, or it could be something physical, because I don't
Right.
know if you ladies know this, thyroid disease and depression have absolutely the same symptoms.
Dr. Candace,
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're saying this, because you're
Yeah.
normalizing this conversation and you don't have to suffer. Dr. Candace, how do we get in touch with you? Tell us.
Yes, you can get in touch with me. I'll make it really simple at CandaceWalters.com. That is my website. CandaceWalters.com. I am a clinical psychologist and a personal development coach for men, women, and couples. And when I say coaching, because I also counsel people that does not necessarily have a psychological disorder, but just stuck in their own way. Some of us are just stuck. We have a big blocker in our way, and guess what the blocker is? We are. So sometimes we need to get out our own way. So I counsel those as well. You can hit me up on Instagram, make it easy for you as well. Dr. Candace Elaine. That's it. So, yes, go to my website. I have my 1-800 there number. I have my ebooks and my amazing courses out. And I welcome everyone that is ready. But I will put this disclaimer. I am not for everyone, and everyone is not for me. Advocate for yourself, and if you are going to see a mental health professional or therapist, you have the right to interview them and you have the right to choose. You do not have to see just anyone. You want to see someone that's culturally competent and someone that can relate to you and your needs.
That's all right. In a nutshell. Thank you, Doc.
Fabulous.
Thank you, Dr. Candace. Coming up next, we check in with the owner of Miami Mom Collective. Ciera Bragan is next.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
We are back, and our next guest is the incredible Ciera Bragan, creator of the Miami Mom Collective. Miami Mom Collective exists to encourage, equip, and empower local moms. Welcome, Ciera.
Hi, ladies. It's so great to be with you.
Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for joining us, Ciera. So let's talk about this. 3 kids under 4 years old.
What?
And you're I'm not done. And you're an entrepreneur. Okay.
It's true.
And And she's
So-
here with us now, guys.
And
Very
somehow I'm here
relaxed,
with you with
very
no
relaxed
children
mom.
interrupting. It's amazing.
So,
It's a
first
miracle.
of all, thank you for your time, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
being awesome. So please tell us about what is it about entrepreneurship that was a calling for you?
Absolutely. Well, I have to say it's a happy little circus. That's kind of my tagline with the 3 children under 4. But entrepreneurship, it's just a part of how I feel that God has designed me. I just know that I've been called to encourage, equip, and empower women personally. I think that's part of my personal design. And so to get to live that out on a larger scale through this platform is just a no-brainer for me, even on the days when it's really challenging. Tracy, I know you have a little person and it's not easy. And there's been many a times, many a very important Zoom call where I have a little head that kind of peeps in. But I've just found that, children are not a distraction from the work. They are the most important work. And especially in the work that I'm getting to do with local moms, I always laugh and say, well, it's just on brand. More kids, just bring them on because they're on brand for what we're doing. But it truly is a joy and a calling that what I get to do.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so inspired by you as having one little person under 2 and managing a full-time business. Lord knows it is a lot. So I need some tips. Give me all the tips.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Tell us the tips that work for you and what we can implement as moms.
Oh, I love it. I think, the number one thing, of course, is just we have to roll with it. Motherhood, we know, I think the moment that our child is born and we are born as a mother, we get this instinct of, okay, we can do way more than we thought we could do. I always laugh and say, if I write a book, it's going to be all the random places that I've breastfed or all the random places that I've changed a diaper because we just make it happen. And so I think that's probably the number one thing is that we just make it happen. And the best way we can do that is always asking for help. And that can be the challenge sometimes because our pride kind of gets in the way and we think, well, that other mom, she's just doing it all. She cooks the meals, she cleans the house, she runs the business. But, in this world of social media where we only see that curated little feed of what people want us to see, it's so easy to believe the lies that there are women out there doing it all. And, I've heard it said that we can have it all, but maybe not all at once. And so there's definitely days where I'm like, it's takeout tonight, family, but business was really good today. Or another day where I'm really engaged in all of the things around the home and the business can take a back seat. So it's just living in that tension of what is best to serve my family, which is really my primary why, and what best serves them today. And some days it's diving into the business, and some days it's setting it aside, but it's always being willing and humble to ask for help because it takes a village. So we might as well make it a good one, right?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I know like celebrities, they don't show their nannies, right? And all the help that they have. I know the Kardashians have a policy and they have I think a nanny per child. And they have a policy with, and so we just think that they're doing it all. And not just to mention that family, but this happens a lot. So people have help, even if we don't see it. A lot of people do have help, and I completely agree. Help is important no matter what. And when it comes to the Miami Mum Collective, Ciera, how is it different to other parenting groups?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Susie. So one of the things that really sets us apart is we're not only an online resource, we have tons of things available for moms, everything from a curated list of the best private schools and splash pads and ice cream shops. We've got all that at the mom's fingertips. We want to make life easier for them. But more importantly, we're building a community of women. So I always say that motherhood is hard, but it doesn't have to be lonely. And so often we can kind of live in the season, even not as moms. Miami is a very transient city. It's very easy to kind of just blend in and hang in the shadows. But I truly believe that we were not only knit for community, but it really is where our strength is. And so what we're trying to do through our curated resources, but also in-person events, ways that we create opportunities for moms to engage and build community, that's really what sets us apart. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard moms say, I've met my best friend as a result of attending one of your events. And then we had coffee thereafter. And for me, if one mom can say that, to me, that makes it all worth it. Every challenge, every juggle of the 3 children with the chaos, that makes it all worth it for sure.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Ciera, thank you so much for joining us. And just your whole essence is so pleasant and calm. So God bless you and all that you're doing.
Thank you.
What is up next for you, and how can folks at home really stay connected and tap into everything that you have going on? Tell us, please.
Absolutely. So we just celebrated our 3rd birthday. So we had a huge bash at the Berry Farm. So if you're familiar with that space, so much fun. So as we step into our 4th year as Miami's premier parenting resource, we're going to have more events coming again. We've hosted more than 60 events in the last 3 years. And so COVID made us pump the brakes a little bit, but we are coming back and we've got a lot of things for families, for moms especially. So you can follow us on all the social channels. We're at Miami Mom Collective. And we'd just love to see you there, ladies. And any moms that are watching, maybe you're drinking a cold cup of coffee for the 100th day in a row. We see you, we feel you, and we want to serve you. That's our heart.
Thank you so much for your generosity and being here.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Our pleasure. We will take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Stop Checking Your Likes is the hottest must-read of the moment. This is not a book about social media. It's about shaking off that need for approval and living your incredible life. It's available everywhere books are sold.
Marketing for local businesses is critical, but it can be pretty confusing. At Vivial, we work with you to understand your business and individual marketing needs to tailor a custom-designed solution so you can focus on what you do best, running your business.
Want to learn more about Vivial's digital marketing services? Find us online at vivial.net/Natalie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Princess Sarah Culberson, and I'm committed to empowering women to really take on their dreams. You can learn more about me at I Am Princess Sarah on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and you are watching Connect Network TV.
Welcome back. What a great show today. Our final guest is a friend of the show. Please help me welcome Yvonne Mugure. Hello, Yvonne.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
We want to dive in right away. So in less than a year, you've reached more than 1 million views on this new social media phenomenon that they are calling TikTok. So massive congratulations to you. So I gotta know this. Have you always been social media savvy, or how did you know that TikTok was for you?
I have a little bit. I went to school for social media, digital communication. So I had a little bit of an insight. So with other professors where they were telling them to, I don't know, work on their resumes, ours were telling us to start YouTube channels. So,
yes.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of that, but just because you learn about it, implementing it is totally different. So TikTok, I did a lot of research before I started it. I did like 4 months of research.
Wow.
And then I was able to grow to 100,000 in 4 months. So it's incredible. I love everything about TikTok. So
Yvonne, you got to give us some tips here, because I mean, I can't even. I see all those TikTok videos, and I'm like, wow, there's so much talent. It's really condensed in such a short period. What would you say to someone who wants to get started and wants to have your type of results?
Yeah, I would say focus on a niche. So mine is typically makeup, right? Makeup related or beauty related, the beauty realm. So I would say focus on a niche, because if you just do random videos, which are great and fantastic, and everybody loves your family and your dogs and whatever else you want to post, but TikTok doesn't know where to place or show or who to show your videos to. Right? They're just, once you post them, they're like, okay, do you show it to family? Do you show it to dogs? Who do we show it to? But you can direct them if you have a niche. So they send it to the same people every time. Maybe people that like eyelashes or makeup.
Let's talk about something I love talking about, which is money. So how do you convert followers on TikTok into actual money? Because now you have 5 streams of income because this is so successful for you. So tell us first, is this what you do full time? And then how do you convert that into sales?
Yeah, it's actually 6 months of income now, actually. Yeah. So, and they're all derived from TikTok. So the very first thing that brings me the most amount is I'm a contractor for an ad agency. So I'm a TikTok contractor. So what I do is I just show or share with clients videos that go viral, how to implement them, how to create a viral video, how to start a TikTok channel. Basically everything you need about TikTok, I show these clients how to do it, and just kind of tips and tricks of, going viral. The first 2 videos may be by accident, but after that, there's a method to it. You know what I mean? So I just kind of teach clients how to do this. So that's the biggest chunk of my income. I'm a contractor. And then the other things come from, I just started, this is why I say 6 now. I created a course, right? Yvonne Mugure at teachable.com. And what I did is I broke down everything about TikTok, right? Like how to post, like what videos do well, basically everything. And then, what's so amazing about TikTok is you can create they pay you, right? Like they pay you per view. So you get paid from the platform itself, which is so different from other platforms, right? And then I also get sponsorships. So companies pay me to create videos for them, and then I have affiliate marketing, which is they give me a code, and every time someone uses that code, I get a chunk of that money. So there's so many endless ways, and there's so many companies that are looking for professional TikTokers. That's why I'm like, please just go hard on it. There's so many and they're gonna pay you. My contracting opportunity pays me very well.
So I love this, and yes, we definitely want to hear more information, learn more about you. So what's, besides TikTok, of course, where can people find you and connect with you the best and quickest?
Yes, so I would say TikTok is the quickest. It's Yvonne.Mugure. And then you can also take my course. It's Yvonne.Mugure at teachable.com. And just even on Instagram, Yvonne.Mugure. I'm Yvonne.Mugure every single platform. I've made it kind of easier for everybody.
Thank you so much for being with us. This was so awesome. It's time. I've been resisting TikTok for so long and I hear so much about it, and I'm going to get your course, Yvonne. That is what I am going to do. So thank you so much for being with us, and thanks to everyone at home for tuning in. If you're enjoying this show and would like to be a guest, head on over to our website at theconnectonline.com and click Be a Guest to learn more.
And there's nothing like closing the show with some music. So we're going to end things with Stitch's Pick of the Week.
Second that I laid my eyes on you, I knew I want you. It caught me by surprise, no lie. It's the way you made me feel. Girl, I knew I was gonna have to confront you, 'cause it's matters of the heart. So baby, let's start right now. Can't waste no time no more, 'cause I know you're the one that I've been praying for. Let me see into your eyes and see what has come out. I see something that I can change for you. Girl, just click my name, click my name, click my name. Riding and I'm flying through the lane. Insane, insane. The check, babe, doing it.